it's important for us to understand the origins and significance of national celebrations that represent American beliefs and principles and contribute to our national identity. Veterans Day, which falls on November 11th, is a tribute to military veterans who have served in the U.S. Armed Forces. Veterans Day originated as Armistice Day on November 11th, 1919, the first anniversary of the end of World War I. Congress passed a resolution in 1926 for an annual observance, and November 11th became a national holiday beginning in 1938. Many people confuse Veterans Day with Memorial Day, which honors those who died while in service. Veterans Day honors all military veterans, including the living. Veterans Day gives us a chance to thank people for risking their lives to defend America. Memorial Day is celebrated on the fourth Monday in May in remembrance of those who died while serving in the armed forces. It originated in the aftermath of the Civil War as Decoration Day, when the graves of Union and Confederate soldiers were decorated with flowers in the North and South. By the 20th century, Memorial Day had been unified to honor all Americans who died while serving in the military. On Memorial Day, the U.S. flag flies at half-staff only for the first half of the day to honor those who have passed, and then is raised to full height from noon to sundown to honor living veterans. In 1924, Congress codified this tradition into U.S. Code Title IV, Section 6, with the proclamation, "For the nation lives, and the flag is a symbol of illumination," explaining how the noon flag raising symbolizes the persistence of the nation in the face of loss. Also, at 3 p.m. local time, we pause for 1 minute for National Moment of Remembrance to quietly reflect on those who died while serving in the military, defending our nation and its values. Independence Day, or the 4th of July, is usually celebrated with picnics, patriotic parades, and fireworks. It has been a federal holiday in the United States since 1941, but the tradition of Independence Day celebration goes back to the 18th century and the American Revolution. On July 2, 1776, the Continental Congress voted in favor of independence. 2 days later, delegates from the 13 colonies adopted the Declaration of Independence, a historic document drafted by Thomas Jefferson. The Declaration of Independence begins with, "When in the course of human events it becomes necessary for one people to dissolve the political bands which have connected them with another, and to assume among the powers of the earth the separate and equal station to which the laws of nature and of nature's God entitled them, a decent respect to the opinions of mankind requires that they should declare the causes which impel them to the separation." Constitution Day is celebrated every year on September 17th. We celebrate Constitution Day to commemorate when delegates came together in Philadelphia at the Constitutional Convention in 1787, when they signed the U.S. Constitution into action. But it is also a celebration of all those who have come to the United States and become citizens. It wasn't until 2004 that Senator Robert Byrd passed an amendment that renamed the holiday Constitution Day and Citizenship Day, which requires public schools and institutions to provide information on the history of the country's constitution. The Constitution is referred to as a living document because it can be amended through a governmental process. The process for amending the Constitution can be found in the Constitution itself. The preamble of the Constitution states, "We the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our prosperity, do ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America."
Establish this Constitution for the United States of America.
first Columbus Day celebration took place in 1792, when New York's Columbian Order held an event to celebrate the historic landing's 300th anniversary. Taking pride in Columbus' birthplace and faith, Italian and Catholic communities in various parts of the country began organizing religious ceremonies and parades. In 1892, President Benjamin Harrison issued a proclamation encouraging Americans to mark the 400th anniversary of Columbus' voyage with patriotic festivities, writing, "On that day, let the people, so far as possible, cease from toil and devote themselves to such exercises as may be best express honor to the discoverer and their appreciation of the great achievements of the 4 completed centuries of American life." In 1937, President Franklin D. Roosevelt proclaimed Columbus Day a national holiday. Columbus Day was originally observed every October 12th, but was changed to the second Monday in October beginning in 1971. In some parts of the United States, Columbus Day has evolved into a celebration of Italian-American heritage with parades, street fairs, and Italian food. There are places that choose to take the time to honor Indigenous people with activities that include learning about Native American culture.